Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Create Above and Beyond. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Sorry there's been no videos for the last couple days. I got my COVID third booster shot and knocked me out for a couple days, but I'm all better now, so we're back to videos. What I want to do in today's episode is make a kelp farm, and I've kind of set up an area here, and I know we did a kelp farm earlier in the series, but this is going to be a different design entirely. Rather than having one thing in the middle with a blade that like rotates and spins around, like our tree farm, we are going to use mine carts, which is kind of a cool thing that you can do in Create. Also, between episodes, by the way, I added a couple of andesite processors. Actually, you know what? Let me game mode spectator. There we go. I'll just show you this real quick. If we pop all the way down here, here's the setup. It is two of these drill things rather than just one like we had at our starter base. And they use water streams. I got some packed ice from the quest book. You can order them. You can order ice on the market and then wash it to get packed ice. And yeah, this is now generating andesite, cobblestone, and all those other types for us. So, yeah, it's working out pretty well. And I think that was about all I did in between episodes. Oh, and maybe the press. The press might have also been. I can't remember if we did that last episode or not. Either way, what I want to do today, as I said, is work on this kelp farm. So this is where it's going to go. It's going to be 5 wide by, I think this is 14? 15. I think it's 15 going this way, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's the plan. Now, to do the minecart thing, it's pretty cool. We're going to need some rails and some powered rails. And we are also going to need an all-important, I think it's called a cart assembler. If we look at Create, this thing right here. Yeah, the cart assembler. So we're going to need a tiny bit of redstone. There we go. And we just make one of these, and then while I'm at it, let's go ahead and make ourselves a minecart as well. And that's basically going to be the important part. So then what we do is we'll set it up, we'll say like right here, and we'll just do a minecart, a couple of powered rails. We'll do maybe like every 3. Something like this, right? Pretty straightforward. And then I'm thinking like right here, let's just break this temporarily. Throw the coin on. This is where we will put the minecart. And then it will stop here to eject its stuff and ultimately send it to the storage, is what I'm thinking. So then we'll just put a block here. Okay, so then we need to power all those rails. Where's my backpack? And we'll just grab this, some levers. We need to take our cart assembler and put it here, except I actually need it facing the other direction. There we go. No, is that right? Yes, I want it facing this way. And then also, this is extremely important. We need to face this thing and use the scroll wheel to change this to lock rotation. I don't know if you can see it there, but you can scroll through. And rather than always face towards motion, we want this to be on lock rotation. And what that'll do is as the minecart moves back and forth along this track, it will keep the blades in this area right here, so it will be able to fully harvest the whole farm. So that's essentially the plan. Then we're just going to take a linear chassis, plop that down right there, grab a slime ball, like so, and then we're going to grab a barrel. And this is going to be the storage for the thing. And then let me just grab some dirt here. like so, so that we can get our blades in. And here we go. We need mechanical harvesters, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then last, but certainly not least, at the very end, we're going to throw down a portable... I can't reach it from here. We're going to throw down a portable storage interface just like that. So that will work. That is now this thingy. And in theory, it should work as soon as we get a minecart in there. So let's throw down some levers like so, and one there. And then we also need one here to power the cart assembler itself. So if I put the minecart down and we just give it a little push, you can see it picks up the whole thing. Did I not put a rail here? Hold on. We might have to move. Actually, can we just delete this at this point and then put another thing like that? Because I don't actually need to disassemble this anymore. Yeah, that does totally appear to work. Sweet. So we'll let it go once, and then I'll just throw one down there. And there we go. So now, this thing will go back and forth, and you can see it will harvest the kelp, and you see the blades will only turn when it's going this way. So that should work totally fine. And then we just need to set up our actual little collection system. And we should... we may want to push this one more, honestly. I'm just kind of looking at it. Yeah, I think we want to push it one more going that way, because we want it to come all the way through. But since this is an entity, the way that this is going to work, it's not affected at all by walls and stuff. So we can actually just put these back now, and it will still have no problem going in and out. So that'll work out pretty well. Now we need to set up the loading and unloading stuff for it. So we're going to need a chute. And I forgot to make one of these. Iron sheets and andesite alloy. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's just pop over here. Turn off my coin. I'll put 2 of those in there so they can get pressed into iron sheets. Put this stuff back. Grab those. And was it this way? Yeah, there we go. And that gives us 4 chutes, which should be plenty for our purposes here. Oh, and I also need a storage drawer. And I don't think I have any. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make one. So what's the recipe for these again? It's just, I think it's, yeah, chest zinc ingots. Ooh, do I have zinc ingots here? I do not. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to base to get some. Not a big deal. Let me do that real quick. You know, it seems like no matter how much you try to prepare to get everything all crafted and ready to go before the episode, I always forget something. It never fails. Anyway, so I went ahead and I got it taken care of. So I put an oak drawer here. This is going to be our output. And then right here, we've got a portable storage interface which will intersect with this thingy. I did also go ahead and change this back because what was happening is, well, you know what? I can actually just show you here. What was happening is it would go and lag spike, and then it would basically, it would come here, it would connect to the interface, it would then eject and go back and immediately connect to the interface again, which is not what we want. So just put that down real quick. just to block. There we go. So just this here will be fine. So now what we need to do is hook up the item collection system. And it should actually be pretty easy to do. All we need to do is plop a chute coming out of this portable storage interface. And then we'll just put a block here. Grab... Where's my... There it is. Grab our little toolbox for some shafts and some belts. We'll put one here and one here. And you can see these will connect up, no problem. I know it clips a little bit, but that's fine. It will still actually work properly. And then we're going to grab an andesite funnel for now and put that here. Although I want to, that's another one, much like some of the other things in this base, that I will want to swap out in the future for a brass one. And then we want to hit this once so that it goes in like so. And then I'm just going to grab a single piece of kelp, put that in here, and grab the drawer key to lock it. There we go. We can now get rid of this. Okay, so this is our belt. I do not want the cobblestone there, thank you. And now we need to hook this up to a water wheel. And again, that'll be super easy to do. So we'll just put the water wheel right here. Grab said water wheel. And yep, that's the way we want it to spin. So then we'll just take a shaft like so. And finally, take some more cobble, 1, 2, 3, and grab a water bucket. Although, do we want to do... I feel like we probably should do the soul sand thing, just to make it a tiny bit better. And I know I've got a little bit of soul sand right here. Also, in case you were wondering why we're setting this up before we have the kelp and the water and stuff in place, it's because this will not, like, I don't want water to come flowing out. It'll be much easier to do it this way. And then to make it easy during the time that we're actually putting things together, we can just turn this off temporarily. And then you'll see it stops right here. And, you know, there we go. So then when I actually want to turn it back on, I can just go back over there. Okay, so plop a soul sand, a water bucket, and then I've got one more water bucket right here. Let's put a cobblestone here and like so. Okay, so now you can see the belts are moving, and that should all work just fine. So then I just need to get this all taken care of, and all we basically need to do is put in some glass here, and then put water up at this level, and then I gotta dig this part out. We're also going to put a lava bucket right here. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did decide to turn off fire spread in this world. Command is game rule equals do fire tick false, for those of you who want to know how to do it. But yeah, I decided to turn off fire spread so that I wouldn't have to worry about anything getting burned down or whatever. It just opens up some creative, or some options for more creative building. So yeah, that's how I usually play. Anyway, so yeah, at this point, let me get the kelp and stuff in place, and I'll let you know once it's all finished up. Alright, I think I've got it all done. So we've got our little tank in here, some viewing stuff. You can see the farm is working. And once it drops, we are indeed getting more kelp. Now, we won't necessarily be able to get all of the kelp with this single andesite filter, but we will get most of it. And as I said, eventually I'll want to upgrade that to a bronze filter instead. or a belt funnel, I should say, not a filter. But yeah, and then over here, I did go ahead and put in the lava, so any excess will get properly destroyed. So that's all good. Now we need to put some storage upgrades in here so we can store a lot more kelp. And then that's basically it. We could do a little bit of decorating here. I think that would probably be a good idea. We also need to figure out some lighting stuff. So let's do this. Let's make a few more of these factory danger rusting blocks. For that, we're going to need steel tiles. And we've got some of these here. Let's just put those into here. Rusting. There we go. And then give me 7 sunflowers, like so. Okay, that's all good. Then, let's also grab some of these hollow steel trapdoors, and let's just make, like 1 more set of those. There we go. Something like this could be good. And probably some lanterns is kind of what I'm thinking for light. Here we go. I'll grab a little of this. Do I have more torches anywhere? Yeah, here we go. So let's do maybe like 5 lanterns. I think that will be enough. At least I'm hoping so. It should be. If we, let's go like that, and like this, and then I guess we'll go, I mean, do we want to put it up here too? That would be a little weird compared to like everything else. Let's see, so where would we put these lanterns? Probably put one right here, centered. And then one there and one here. Is that going to light everything up? Yeah, all those light levels seem good. Yeah, nothing below 8. So, okay, we only needed 3 lanterns. Good, good, good. And then I think for this wall, we're just going to do something like that. Just to kind of help decorate this a little bit and make it look a little more interesting. So here we go, we've got our kelp all done, and that's the farm. Operational. I think it's good. So now we have all the stuff automated here at this base to make the next step in our quest book, which is right here, to completely automate the production of andesite contraptions. I don't know if they're actually called that, but kinetic mechanisms, that's what they're called. So to do that, now I'm not going to have this like completely fully automated where it will just make all of them automatically. I think what I'm going to do is set up an assembly line where I do have to manually dump the resources into it, but then once I do, it will take care of the rest. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But for that, we're going to need a bunch of log strippers so we can make planks. We need to make an algae cooker to cook our algae. Oh, I need to set up clay over here. I totally forgot about that. Okay. All right, we'll have to do that. We do have a ton of clay back at the starter base, but I need to set up clay production here, because the goal obviously is that I don't want to have to keep running back and forth like I am right now. That's not great. Oh well, that's totally fine. But you know what, guys? I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode right here. It's been a couple days since videos, and I want to get this one out to you. So, my friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.